Do you struggle with your aim in Warzone or feel like you struggle to even see enemies? Well, the truth is it could actually be your settings, and if they're not correct, you could be losing gunfights because of it. So in today's video, we're going to be going over some crucial settings and testing them out on both Rebirth and Verdansk. The question is, are your settings making Warzone harder than it needs to be? Now, when it comes to aim in Warzone, one of the most important settings is FOV, or field of view, but probably very similar to you, I did what most people do, which is just throw it on 120. But what if 120 is not actually the best FOV for you? I mean, Aiden's on 117, Biffle's on 115, Ryda's on 110. So here's the plan for today. We're going to quickly go over the two big factors that you need to keep in mind when it comes to field of view. I'm going to go over a few other settings in this view tab here that you really want to keep in mind in order to improve your aim. And then we're actually going to be testing out 3 different FOVs on both Rebirth and Verdansk to ultimately talk about the pros and cons of each and really see them in action. Now, when it comes to FOV, guys, there's 2 really big important factors: the recoil dynamic and what we can actually see. Now, when it comes to the recoil dynamic, this is very important to understand. We've got a 30-round mag here with the Krig, and I'm just going to go ahead and shoot this, okay? Right there, we see the recoil pattern, and in this moment, I'm actually on 120 FOV. Now, the really big important thing to understand here is that lower FOV, we're going to go all the way down to 60 here, which I would obviously never recommend to run. The recoil doesn't actually change, right? The recoil is the exact same regardless of your FOV. What changes is the visual recoil dynamic. If we go ahead and we bump this all the way back up to 120 here, we're going to go ahead and shoot this middle dummy, right? And we can see that there's not a ton of visual recoil. Now, if we shoot that same exact dummy here with 60 FOV, it is going to feel like there's a ton of recoil because the scope is bouncing so much all over the place. There's not actually more recoil, it's all visual recoil based. Now, where that really starts to come into play here is at longer ranges, right? So at longer ranges here, you can see that there's very little visual recoil. We can easily kind of track that enemy. But if we go ahead and we bump this all the way down to 60 FOV, then this starts to get really, really, really difficult because that scope is bouncing all over the place. It feels like there's more recoil because the scope is bouncing. There's not actually more recoil. The second dynamic is what we can actually see, right? So this is very simple. We're on 60 FOV. You can't see the 10-meter dummy right here, but easily if we go ahead and bump this out to 120, you can see that. And what we're ultimately going to be looking at in these Rebirth and Verdansk gameplays is 110 versus 115 versus 120, really paying attention to the balance between what we can see and that visual recoil dynamic. Now, in these view settings, guys, just to go through these really, really quick, ADS field of view, 100%, no questions asked, needs to be affected. Essentially, what this does here is that when you are on independent, even if you're on 120 FOV, when you zoom in, see how much this zooms in? This zooms into 80 FOV when you actually go to shoot. So, you know, for me personally, guys, not even for me personally, it just has to be affected. There's no questions asked. This keeps us at the normal FOV. You want weapon field of view set to wide. You want world motion blur and weapon motion blur turned off. You want first person camera movement turned to least. Let's go ahead and jump into Rebirth Island here. By the way, guys, if you're only interested in Verdansk, check the timestamp down below, probably around the 16 or 17 minute mark. I'll put the official time in there for you, but let's go ahead and jump in here. One guy to my right side here. We're starting off here on 110. Let's push through. Got him. Got him. That was an aggressive repeat there with no plates, but I had a feeling we were going to be able to catch him off guard. One guy down below right here. Slide back. Yep. And this is where 110, guys, still in close quarters, we still have a pretty big advantage. Where are you? Another one up there. We got a circle here. What's this guy have? AK. Nah. If I had an SMG there, I might go push up, but there's somebody right above me there. I can hear him up top. Guys, 110 still gives us a really good balance between, you know, being zoomed in and, you know, being able to see, but also we're not in a really susceptible position to get our camera broken in close quarters. That's one of the biggest downsides of that zoomed in FOV. You know, and we still obviously have very limited visual recoil. What do we got here? Can we get loadout, please? I'm threat level 2. I'd love to be able to get loady here. Love to be able to get out. There we go. We're back to threat level 1. Just keeping an eye on that. By the way, guys, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Do that. Subscribe down below. Watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe. But I guarantee you that is not going to happen. My whole goal with my content is just to help you become a better player. One guy straight ahead there. Second level of industry here. Bunch of people fighting top prison. Or inside of prison. We don't know if it's top or not. I'm going to play a little close quarters positioning here. Yeah, see, this is 110 here. One guy down below. No. Another one above me. Where was that guy above me here? I saw that guy above. That was kind of scary. Where'd he go? Where are you? Dude, I have no idea where you went. I'm gonna be honest with you. You just absolutely Houdini. Oh, I see him. He's on the, whatchamacallit. He's on the ATV. Okay, I'm actually gonna try to go get... Wait, did that guy have keycard or no? That guy might have had keycard. I'm gonna just try to get UAV here. We're already off to a 5-kill start, guys. If we're looking to get 20 kills, 4, 4, 6, 6. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 6 in the third, 6 in endgame. We'll go ahead and switch up to 115 FOV here in a minute. I think those are the 3 that we're going to really focus on. 110, 115, 120. We'll finish on 120 here. But we might kind of go through a little bit at a time here. But starting off on 110. 110 is one of my favorite for sure. Watch, because I'm threat level 2 bounty-wise. There's so many people over here. I'm going to go ahead and PA the pole. I'm not going to... Oh, what? This guy's right on me here. He's right down below here. I have no interest in being over-aggressive here. What are you guys doing? Not gonna get my camera broken there. What are these guys doing? Hold on. Hold on. Let's bump this thing up. Quick settings. Let's zoom this thing out just a little bit. We'll zoom it out just a little bit here. Oh, I didn't switch my Krieg build. I still have the 30-round fast mag on from when I was... Okay, we'll work with it. Where are these guys? These guys above? Let's just clear through here. Wait, no. We can play positioning up top here. Let's be smart. This guy out front. No way I lose that gunfight. No way I lose that gun. Wait, oh, this guy was just hiding here. I didn't realize he was hiding there. Unfortunate. Oh, and he rolled over with his teammate. Come on, back in we go. We're already at 7 kills here. We're off to a really good start. You know, that's not an FOV kill right there. You know, that's just the one where I just got caught off guard. Didn't have the information. Wasn't able to get that clean first kill that I needed. Let's be smart here. We can work back over to control and we get the armor box right here. Guys, dying part of the game. It's going to happen. Nobody's perfect. So we just got to continue to... We just got to get momentum back here. That's the biggest thing. Focus on that momentum dynamic. Got to figure out where somebody is. You know, try to get a clean first kill if we can. Wait, this guy's down below here? Where are you guys? Look at that. I mean, we're still in a great position there. We're still in a great position there to be able to easily get that kill at 115. And we're obviously going to hip fire in those close quarter situations. Going to make sure we're pulling that right trigger first. Is anybody else over here? No? Everybody's just down below me on the other side. I might go get Yui here. Oh, there's a guy straight ahead there on the... This is a great example of things you can see in that balance, right? Yeah, I just saw this guy over here. Dude, 115. I really do love 115. I think on Resurgence, you have... Dude, this 30-round mag is going to just absolutely destroy me. Where's this guy? This guy's on my level straight inside. Oh no, he's above. I don't know where I just got shot from. Where are you guys? I have no idea where these guys are. One above, two above. Again, same thing there with that hip fire. I think there's still a bunch of people above me here.
Enemy UAV is online.
We're just wiping everybody. Satchel. Is he back in or no? We got 15K. Let's go ahead and buy this. By the way, guys, I think Verdansk, when it comes to FOV, is definitely more interesting than Rebirth. Oh, we can bump this up to 120. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 120 here.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
Wait, where are these guys? Where are they shooting at? Oh, baby, we got specialists. 2. Grab self. 3 UAVs. Grab this UAV. What are these guys doing over here? That's a great toss. Where's this guy going? No, dude, that freaking...
Enemy UAV is online.
Oh my gosh, the 30-round mag just cost me. Watch these guys up top. I would have been perfectly fine there with the normal magazine. What are these guys doing? These guys are so annoying. I'm gonna go rooftop here. I'm gonna go roof here. We're still in a great position. We only need 5 in the dub. Lobby died out a little bit. That's part of trios recently, guys. Trios, I think quads might be the better game mode at this point, but... Dude, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I could just rotate early here. No.
That was close.
Where are you? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get slamma-jammed. Get slamma-jammed. These guys... Oh, wait, what does he have? I need... Dude, I might need his... He's got to have a good gun, right? Dude, what am I... What are we looking at here? This is where, guys, like, we kind of lost a little bit of pacing in the middle, but is what it is. We've just got to play smart here. We've just got to play for the dub here. You know, play our positioning really well. If I had a 70 round... Again, I don't want to keep going back to that, but if I had a 70 round mag, this might be a little bit different, but... But, dude, I'm just constantly reloading. I got a team below me here. No. I don't know where I got sniped from. Dude, this is... There's 20.
I just don't know where that sniper is.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Okay, so one guy's definitely down the hill. One guy in there.
4 remaining.
Hold on, let me do one thing. This might be dumb, but
Still operational in the AO.
I want to show you 110, guys. Perfectly fine here.
Gas is inbound. Equipment out.
I'm gonna have to use gas mask here. I got so many people down below me.
The AO. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Get across.
Stay alert.
Reload. Use this to my advantage here. Come on, baby.
Almost up. Finish the
Come on now. Last one should be over here somewhere, yeah? He's got to be in the water. He just crawled to his teammate. Let's freaking go. Let's go to jump into Verdansk, guys. I think 110, 115, 120, all really, really, really good options on Rebirth Island. Let's go and jump into Verdansk. So we're going to start off on Verdansk here at 110 FOV. Again, we're going to be testing 115. We're going to be testing 120. And I think Verdansk is definitely a little bit different than Rebirth. I think Rebirth, you can really, you know, honestly, Rebirth, generally, you set it to 120 a lot of times, but ultimately figure out what you are most comfortable with. Now, Verdansk gets interesting. And by the way, guys, we are playing, unfortunately, because it's the only thing that we have to play at the moment at the time of this recording. You know, we are playing some BR casual solos right here. So we'll really, really focus and talk a lot through the live commentary dynamic and as well as the FOV dynamic. But, you know, I think on Verdansk, it's harder because your average range is significantly further on Verdansk than it is on Rebirth. And I'll show you an example here. Again, these are the things that I could do in BR casual that I generally can't do in normal. So, you know, anybody around me? I don't think so. So, guys, if I look down here, like, this is a pretty... I lied. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy's on rooftop above me here. Another one?
Hostile concussion spotted.
Where's this guy? Got him. Ooh, baby! We're cooking a little early against some real players. We're shooting well. I mean, 110 FOV. This goes to show you that 110 FOV, even in these close quarter situation, still really, really, really good. Do I have anybody around me here? Am I good now? I might be good now. So, guys, like, this is a totally normal fight right here. That's 120 meters away, right? So, you know, we do need that. Let's go to 120 here. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So, when we go to 120 here, like, this is zoomed out even more. It can be a little bit tough to see. I don't know what optic we have on here. We have the Willis 3X here, obviously with the SWAT 556. So I think there actually is more thought into Verdansk than just, hey, let's just throw it on 120. And again, we see that with Biffle. We see that with Aiden. We see that with Ryda. We see that with a lot of streamers. There are definitely a ton of people who just say put it 120 and forget about it. But my question is what happens when we have other players who are saying, hey, no, do 110, do 115, find that little middle ground, and we fell all the way down. That's fine. There's a bunch of loot down here, and we can go ahead and grab... Wait. Somebody's here. Where is that guy? That guy above me? I mean, we can go get loadout here. That's probably the bigger thing. Let's just go get loadout, and then we'll take it from there. You know, and where it is that balance between close range and long range, right? We're going to have situations where FOV, that close range is going to matter in terms of getting our camera broken and making sure that we're tracking really well. And then there's that long range dynamic of the visual recoil and actually being able to, you know, being able to see people when our distances are further. These level 1s are all real people, I'm pretty sure. I think that's how it all works. What's this guy doing? That's a bot for sure. That is a bot for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and not buy. Yeah, we need to buy. Wait. That guy, wait, this guy had, oh, he just had a suppressor from floor loot. Okay, bunch of people all around us here. We're going to crank with some 110 FOV to start here, and then we'll obviously adjust with each circle as we go. Really focusing, and then, guys, the big thing about this is I don't really have to think about my execution. This is a long-range fight right here. You know, still plenty of recoil control. Regardless of your FOV, guys, you do want to try to fight in, you know, kind of the, what's this? I'd say the 50 to 60, 40 to 60 meter range. You know, like, regardless of, this feels really, really comfortable right here, right? This feels like a really, really good range. This is 40 meters. You know, obviously, if we start, you know, shooting at guys up here, that's 153. That's a little bit more uncomfortable, people shooting over this way. The other thing that I will say, guys, I'll just quickly show you, you know, let's use this Acti base as an example here. You know, if we go independent, it's obviously super zoomed in. If we go back to affected, it's very clearly more zoomed out, gives us less of that visual recoil. By the way, guys, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below. Rebirth Verdansk. I do videos on both. Every single video of mine has a Rebirth and Verdansk dynamic to it. So if you guys are looking to get better, give me 30 days. Subscribe down below. Watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not, after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe. But I guarantee you that's not going to happen. Let's go ahead and figure out what we can find here. We'll go grab bounty straight ahead. Obviously, we're going to be playing on 110 here for a little bit. I actually do want to... I have a thought here. I know what the order that we're going to do this in. And I also do want to briefly talk about what do we do if we play both, because I know there's a lot of you guys that do play both Rebirth and Verdansk. Like, what should you do when it comes to FOV? Because, you know, we talk about, okay, if we're only on Verdansk, here's a good idea. If we're only on Rebirth, this is a good idea. But what do you...
Positive ID on the bounty target.
Somebody here?
Hunt them down.
What do you do if you play both? I don't know, dude. I just don't know where anybody is right now. A bunch of people up top here on... I think there's a bunch of people up top there on downtown, on Overlook. Somebody here. We could take heli up, for sure. I know some of you guys have been complaining about me playing this game mode, but honestly, guys, there's only so much I can do. You know, wait, is there actually somebody shooting in here?
Enemies are dropping into the area.
There's only so much I could do right now without solos in the game. I'm hoping that they do bring it back here soon. You know, this way we can run. I'd rather talk you through all these things versus just being locked in. You can go watch somebody be locked in for a gameplay anywhere. My whole goal is just to help you become a better player. So this gives me the ability to just kind of talk through stuff and really show you guys. There was somebody up here.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
I mean, he's got to be in there, right? I mean, there's people down here. Yeah, we're just going to go work on these weapon pings here.
Get down, frag.
No. I mean, no concerns there. We got to make sure. Guys, if you do play 110 FOV, you really want to make sure you're hip firing well. Not that it's a big thing, but on 110 FOV, guys, the player that you're shooting is a little bit zoomed in. So I think there is a dynamic to 110 FOV, you know, being in, obviously, close quarters. I guess we could use this. Yeah, if we use the lion there, obviously he's a little bit more zoomed in. I mean, you can literally see it right here. Actually, you know how I can show you? I can show you this way. If we go into controller and we go to aiming, and we go to aiming advanced settings. No,
Enemy buy station
where is combat? Oh yeah, this. Aim down sight toggle. So if I show you this right here, obviously we're aimed in right now. I can actually zoom this out to 120. See how that player's a little bit smaller, a little bit harder to track a little bit. You know, you got to be a little bit softer on that right stick. That's where I do think there's a dynamic where 110 does feel really, really good in terms of, you know, those close quarter situations. The one thing you got to be careful of is because you are closer, you've got to be a little bit more concerned with those movement guys who are breaking your camera. That's where we start to talk about hip firing to track and hip firing while you ADS. Let's go ahead and jump in here, guys. Next, we are going to bump this up to 120. Let's go ahead and play on 120 here for a circle, and then we'll do 115 last. There's a reason that I want to do 115 last, so we're going to skip that for now. Let's go to 120 here. Dude, I actually feel like my aim right now is... my aim feels incredible right now. It has... You know, that's a lot of... I did my practice video for those of you guys wondering, you know, really focusing on how do we get better aim if we only have if we only have Warzone? How do we do it if we have Black Ops 6? So I'll leave that for you guys at the end of this video here. This guy's right down below here. Yeah, my shot feels great right now. Where's this guy? This guy's up above me somewhere. I feel like I need to go somewhere else. I feel like we need to, like, maybe try to get to a different location. But on the other hand, the problem is we don't really have a vehicle to rotate. So there is a zip over this way that I know of that we can absolutely go take. You know, and this is where... on both maps, there's the FOV dynamic in long-range situations and in close range. You know, obviously close range, we can see everything. These guys are down below me somewhere. Which floor are these guys on? These guys actually jumped down. He's right in front of me here. That might be real. Yep. Oh, I gotta switch that. That's such a boring one. I need a better one. I need a better execution. Remind me, wait, where'd that, did I just lose a UAV? Am I crazy? Wait, I thought I had a UAV in pocket. Wait, am I crazy? No way I'm crazy. So that's where, you know, a little bit of strafing right there. I mean, that's it. And just keep it super simple. Yeah, I think I need to go get that heli and just fly over somewhere. I need to just fly over somewhere. Nope. Okay, let's take zip here. Obviously, right now, guys, biggest issue that we're having is just that information dynamic. You know, trying to figure out where people are, trying to figure out, okay, where are the hot areas of the map so that we can start to piece together kills a little bit quicker. And as I always say, guys, I think if you're going to struggle, if you struggle with awareness and understanding where people are and BR casual, then you're absolutely going to struggle with it in normal BR and normal Resurgence. Which Resurgence casual is coming out here soon as well.
I'll come along. Get a UAV on grid.
Let's go over to, like, train or, like, super here. There's got to be a bunch of people around here somewhere. I'm just going to use the heli to fly across. Still on 120 FOV. Got to find some people to be able to... I can ditch this and actually go and get some... I want to try to get some long-range kills here. That's what I really want to do. We might be a little bit longer on... There we go. Now we're starting to mix. Yeah, there's that 120 FOV just really reduces that visual recoil. You know, the other thing that I will add in here is the optic dynamic, right? Like that, you know, you might be able to get away with a lower zoom optic on a 110 FOV because you're a little bit more zoomed in. We might not need to go Jason arm rate 2x. You know, maybe we try out. It's all about finding what you're most comfortable with. And that's really a huge dynamic is like, what do you... Well, that was delayed. Dude, did I forgot to switch it again. Let's make sure we can still hip fire here even with the... Dude, I forgot to change the Craig from the Rebirth game. It's from when I was shooting in the firing range. I wanted to be able to reload quickly for you guys and not have to shoot a full magazine. Okay, let's keep rocking here. Down below. Nice little pre-fire. Easy little pre-fire right there. Let's go ahead and pop another UE here. We probably need to head over to Storage Town. Let me do one more circle here on 120. Dude, where is everybody? I might hit this buy station here and then once again ditch heli. Wait, is this my heli that I ditched? No, this is a brand new fresh heli. Let's not fully ditch this. Dude, imagine I got chopped up by that. I don't think I had self up until that point. Over to my left side yeah, over to my left side here to airport. What? There's like 5 over here at airport. Let's go over that way here. Try to get back in the mix. Try to see if we can find somewhere that we can get like 4 or 5 kills in one go. Dude, can I really not jump up there? Guys, oh my gosh, dude. Let's go this way. Oh. Wait, where is that guy? Wait, what? Guy just disappeared. There's 2 guys over here too. Where are these 2 guys going? There's another one over here. Where? He was down below. No. Is that a bot? No, that's a real person. I think that's a real person. Unfortunate there. I don't know if I get out of that even with the 30 round. That was definitely a real person. I don't know if I get out of that even with the 70 round mag. I didn't realize he went up there. That's a pretty smart play by him. Let's go ahead and win Gouge, and we still got to talk about 115 FOV, of course, which honestly is my favorite for a lot of reasons. It's just not. It's just straight up go for it. Do I not have enough for loadout here? That's actually kind of insane. And actually kind of unfortunate. Cash flow. Cash flow. Dude, I feel like I'm skating right now. I do feel like I'm kind of... I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of moving and grooving right now. Heartbeat sensor. Somebody was over here. Somebody was definitely shooting their gun over here. I gotta be careful because obviously now if I run into somebody with a sniper, you know, this is where we still have to play kind of smart in BR casual, especially when we don't have Gulag anymore. Can't just be an idiot and do whatever we want.
Enemy UAV is online.
What do we need? For $3,600. There are those guys shooting again. Out over my right side. I don't really have a good enough gun to challenge that. Also have to be careful of ghosted players. I'll tell you what though. You know what? Actually, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say if you're ghosted in BR casual, but whatever. It does keep you from getting pushed by the bots because the bots do kind of just know where everybody is.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
What did this guy have? Anything? I mean, he had a Car 98 there. Were any of these guys... Somebody had to be real over here. Somebody absolutely had to be real. See what we got here. I can look up top here. Unfortunate. To Gulag you go, my friend. I have enough for Lodi and... Who's throwing smoke grenades? And why? I don't know who's throwing smokes. We're okay though.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
This guy's running the no. Where's this guy going? He's on my level. Means he's right down below here. Yeah, that's the 120 dynamic. Dude, part of me wants to actually grab... Part of me wants to grab his. What build does he have? Because... What is this? Long barrel, ergonomic. Dude, I just don't think it's going to actually be good enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch this to 115. Now, I think 115 is a perfect little sweet spot for us. You know, we obviously have the close quarters advantage. We have the long range advantage. It kind of gives us the best of both worlds. I also think that 115 is sort of the best of both worlds for Rebirth and Verdansk. I think that's another thing where, like, if you do go back and forth, you know, you're never going to remember to switch it every single game. I promise you, you're not going to remember to switch it. So instead, just put it at 115. You have a great FOV for, you know, long range and close range on Rebirth. You've got a great FOV for long range and close range on Verdansk. It's a very versatile FOV. You know, I wouldn't worry about playing like the nitty gritty. Just two other ones that you technically, if you really want to, can try. There are 112 is a good option. I don't know why people love 112 so much, but 112 is a pretty good option. You know, and then you can also try 117, which is what Aiden actually runs. These guys are around the corner to my right side here. Is he in this corner? No, he's above. I mean, this man's just setting spring mines everywhere. He's just setting spring mines everywhere. Yeah, we have, it's just... No way, that dude just got absolutely deleted. That was my kill. My kill. He just stole it. Where's this guy down below on my level? 2 guys down below on my level. 3 guys down below on my level. 4 guys down below on my level. Is this big game straight ahead? Should give me advanced. Where's this guy straight ahead of me here? I gotta be really careful crossing out into the... I want to get to this. I want to get to that tree as fast as possible. What are we at? 34 here. This guy's straight ahead of me. He's running to the right side here. Easy kill right there. Still a bunch of people over this way that have to rotate to me. As always, guys, we don't win this game. Gotta worry about back behind me a little bit, but I think we're okay. Maybe left side? Now we're okay left side here. There's one in police. And I mean, that's that balance right there. Dude, I feel like there's another one here. Maybe not. I don't know. Dude, if this 70 round mag cost me, I'm gonna be... Or this 30 round mag. I'm just going to keep working this a little bit. I mean, I could technically just wait for him if I want to. Oh my gosh. There's going to be one guy above here. Can I killed a bunch of people around here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I need this guy's plates.
Switching mag.
Wow. I've got full gas mask. Which guy do I let win, left or right? I've got to make this play. No, I had no choice there. No plates. I had to go push it. Let's... Oh, wait. The other guy won. Guys, I think 115 if you play both. 120 on Rebirth. 115 on Verdansk. That's my personal opinion. Try them out, guys. See what you like best. See what you execute best with. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.